everything we just mentioned, I think pales in comparison to what's going on with Deshaun Watson. Because we've never seen somebody age 25 sign a big, huge contract like that and then turn around a year later and say, I want out, and there's a new coach and a new general manager coming in. He doesn't even want to talk to them. Where do things stand on that, Adam, as you and I are talking right now?
Yeah, exactly where they've been and exactly where they will be for a little bit of time, which is that the Texans are intent upon not trading him, and he's intent upon not playing for that team again. And so you tell me how that plays out over time and when it reaches a head and when it reaches a crescendo. And I don't know the answer to that. Nobody knows. You know, the Texans could say, hey, we'll sit on you as long as it takes until you come back here. And he could say, I don't really care. I know what I've experienced and I know what I believe about you. I'm not coming back there. Now, we've seen this before with other players, and every player is different. It unfolds different. But we're also living in a different day and age, and I don't know that there's ever been a player as talented as Deshaun in the position he's in that has been willing to go to the mat and go to the distance for the team. So I don't know how that plays itself out. I do know that, in my mind, the first real natural deadline that would come along would be coming up to the draft, because if you are the Texans and you are even open to the idea that you would move on from him, and by the way, they've given no indication so far that that is the case. Mm-hmm. All this talk about Deshaun Watson being traded, which, again, we've had, you've had, everybody's had, has been media generated, because we can look into the horizon and see what could be out there, whereas the Texans aren't even looking into the horizon. They are living in the moment.
Yeah, so, they're living in the moment, hoping that their phone buzzes with a text from number 4 saying, let's chat, you know, and
that ain't happening.
So let me ask you this, Adam. Has he delivered a list to them that these are the teams I want? Because a number of times he'd love to go to the Jets. No, he wouldn't. Yeah. Or he'd love to go to the Dolphins. No, he actually prefers the Broncos. Like, does something like that exist?
You know what's funny? I continue to see reports like the Miami Dolphins are interested in Deshaun Watson. Report. And I think to myself, hold on. Let me spell it out to you right now, Rich.
Yes.
Every team in the NFL with a quarterback question is interested in Deshaun Watson. Breaking news, okay?
Right.
You list the teams. The Jets, the Dolphins, the Panthers, the Niners, the Bears. Everyone with a question is interested in Deshaun Watson. Breaking, okay? We can put that to bed, right? Everybody would love to have him. Everybody, including the Houston Texans.
So has he delivered a list to them? Best you know.
I don't know that.
Okay.
I don't know that.
Okay.
I don't know that they're at that level yet. I don't know how Deshaun and his people have decided to navigate this dance in the coming weeks. At some point, I would think that either Deshaun or his representation would go to the Texans and deliver them in the strongest language possible. We are never going to play for your organization again. You might want to trade us. And when you say the list of teams, what I've sensed in talking to various people is that the list of teams is not as short as it would be for somebody like Matthew Stafford or even Carson Wentz, who wants to go to Indy. I think Deshaun is pretty wide open on going to a lot of different places, as long as that place is not Houston.
Unbelievable. It's just crazy. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.